And we are.
All right, guys. Can you hear me now?
Hi, Jeff. How are you?
Hey, Jeff. How are you? I'm doing fantastic. Sorry about being such a knuckle dragger. I should have tested all this stuff out before.
Oh, no, that's okay.
No,
I
that's okay.
tested it before we started it, and
Started it, and
but different people have been having different problems all day. So
different problems all day. So I got
every
you. So
time we add a variable.
It's not exclusive to me because we've had telephones here in the state of Maine for a few years now. It's not that new. Did I lose you already?
Oh, I got you back again. There we go.
Okay, fantastic. Yeah, I don't think it's anything to do with the state of Maine. I mean, we've had telephones for 2 or 3 years now in this state, so it shouldn't be that new.
Okay. Great. So, Jeff, you're the founder of Small Arms Research. Would you like to tell us a bit about that?
Yeah, sure. Small arms research is something that probably most people have never heard of, because it's nothing that ever needs to really be published. It's the name of the license and the business that I have that does R&D and T&E on military style firearms. And most of the stuff that we do is under non-disclosure, so we typically don't publish the stuff that goes out on that side. But that's kind of like the parent company for all of the other things we do, the writing projects, the social media stuff, Big Shooter S, Evolution of the Black Rifle, Ghost Knives, some of all of these other things. So it's always been, out there somewhere, but usually not under that name, Small Arms Research.
Gotcha. So are you guys at Ghost Knife doing any promotions for Cyber Monday?
Yeah, I think the biggest problem we have, and this is a good problem to have, is we're too busy. It takes a long time to make these things, and I typically don't have time to keep up with what I've already got going. But my misfortune can be the gain or the benefit of others. I've got some knee problems, and I've been running, no pun intended, from this for about 30 years now on getting a total knee, because it kind of worked. It just caused problems, and it's at the point where it's kind of not working so well anymore. So I'm not moving that fast for at least the next couple months, and I'm going to spend it in the forge. And for the first time, we actually opened the lines to take orders to do custom knives, because I'm going to have some extra time now. So I guess that's our special, is that we're actually taking orders for a change.
Great. Yeah, it is really good to be that busy.
Yeah, it's good. It's one of those things that started out as a hobby, and it's a lot of fun, and then it turned into a passion, and then it turned into a job. And I don't know. I'm still having fun with it, though. I like it an awful lot. Pure student.
Great. And you're the author of Evolution of the Black Rifle. Would you tell us a bit about that?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I just happen to have a copy right here with me. Evolution. What a coincidence, huh?
Yeah.
Finally had a microphone that worked correct. Evolution of the Black Rifle is actually a collection of articles that were published in other trade publications, firearms publications, over about a 20-year period. And it kind of starts out with the evolution, as the title says, where the black rifle started, where it got to 20 years ago, and without going into all kinds of crazy detail, because there are some fantastic writers out there, Chris Bartocci, Duncan Long, some of these guys that have covered it, ad nauseum. So there's no sense in my giving people the same info that they've already given us. So mine starts about 20 years ago, on upgrades and accessories and ammo and rail systems and feeding devices and that kind of stuff. And it's a way for people to kind of catch up on things that are AR specific if they didn't happen to subscribe to whatever particular magazine the article was in at the time.
Oh, wow. Great. And how can people find you?
The website that kind of ties everything together is bigshooterist.com. And probably we're probably seen most on Facebook at facebook.com/guntestvids. And that's the Big Shooterist page. And I guess that's where we're more active than anywhere else. We're on Instagram a little bit. We're on Twitter even less. YouTube, we've got a YouTube channel on there. Again, Big Shooterist on YouTube, and on Full 30. We started uploading in parallel to Full 30 a few years ago when it appeared that the writing was going to be on the wall, that maybe something as bad as what's been happening the last few years would happen. So we've been uploading in parallel. Everything that we put on YouTube, including things we've had to get rid of, or YouTube has been kind enough to get rid of for us, they're still there on Full 30.
Yeah, that's something I've always encouraged people to do. To find that other avenue besides social media. Sooner or later, they're under us.
It's important. I mean, even Facebook. I mean, man, I have more. I was having a conversation with an industry friend today about things that have just disappeared on Facebook in the last couple of weeks. And I mean, you don't have to be a tinfoil hat wearing conspiracy theorist to believe this happens. It's happened to dozens and dozens and dozens of my own posts, things that I've uploaded myself. I was telling my friend that I would have fired whoever was in charge of my social media promotion if it wasn't me. But because it's just not there. The things that I've asked them to do, or in my case, the things I've done myself are not there, but I know they're getting done, and still it's, it just doesn't exist. It's terrible.
Right. Yeah. And everyday pages and groups are disappearing.
Yeah, absolutely. I wish that we had a conservative alternative. Isn't that terrible? You need to find another alternative that is on your side of the political spectrum. I mean, all we do is share information. I don't deal with things that are my opinion. I deal with facts. And people don't have to agree with me. They can be wrong if they want. I don't care. But it still doesn't change that it's the truth. It's the truth. But if some people are offended by the truth or what they like to pass off as my opinion, they delete the page instead of just, deleting themselves and moving on like you or I would do, or any adult.
Yep. Right. Well, Jeff, thanks so much for being on. My 7:30 guest is waiting here with us.
Excellent. Is that Nate that's coming on at 7:30?
Yeah, it is. Yep.
It is. Nate, please accept my sincerest apologies for being such a knuckle dragger that we couldn't seem to get this system up and running earlier. I don't want to step in onto your time, so I will absolutely bow out, and I hope you have a fantastic show. And thank you, James, very much for hosting this. This is a whole lot of fun, and I've been having fun watching it throughout the day myself. Thank you.
Oh, great. Thank you. And hope to have you as a guest on the podcast sometime.
I would absolutely be honored, and we'll even test the microphones ahead of time. I promise you.
All right.
Take care, guys. We'll see you.
You too. All right.
You too. Bye. Bye.
Hi, Nate. How's it going?
Doing pretty good. I appreciate Jeff. He had a lot of good information to put out just before you had me on.
Yeah, he's great. I probably talked to him for hours, and all that stuff all that content he produced is really good stuff.
Well, he's had phones up there a little bit longer than we have down here in Florida. We just had coconuts.
Gotcha. Oh, there we go. All right, cool. So, Nate, you're the founder of Frontier Tactical. Would you tell us a bit about that?
Sure. So, came up with an invention, decided we were going to bring it to market. My background is with firearms with the military. I was a senior weapons inspector for all branches of the military over in Iraq and Afghanistan. Went to gunsmithing college and all that kind of stuff. But really, really passionate about improving and evolving our weapon systems for our troops out there. And that was kind of where our brainchild came from. We created the Warlock. So it is solid steel made in the US. And we won't go over all the sales pitch stuff, but essentially what it is, it's a mechanical interlock. Allows you to take your barrel assembly off completely as one separate unit from the AR-15. Now, as most of your viewers and the chamber is what dictates the caliber as well as the bore. So when you can change this, there's only about 4 bolts that run all of the rifle calibers. There's actually 6, but we don't use 2 of them. That run right around 90 calibers of rifle through the AR-15. Now this one's built as a pistol, obviously.
Yep.
But it's a little 300 blackout pistol. So, or this one's 5.56 actually. Just one of the ones I pulled out of the back. But I mean, we worked out all the bugs, did a lot of testing for about 2 years before we ever brought it to market. At 18 months, I think it actually was. But this is the transportation cap. We created that, protects your gas tube in your chamber so that when you transport it, you can throw it right into a backpack. You're not going to ding up your gas tube or get stuff into your chamber. So we tried to, be thoughtful about everything that we did. We're also being capitalists. We understand the value of not being proprietary. So we made it as non-proprietary as we could to accept as many AR-15 parts that are already out there. Means you don't have to buy our barrels, you don't have to buy our gas blocks or hand guards or any of that stuff. That was a lot of the brainchild behind it, was to get all of that engineering to work in a small footprint. I think we did pretty well. I think we were the first company that has ever posted videos like running 458 SOCOM full auto. We did that at one of our range events all day long. We were going to run full auto other calibers until people found out that you could run 458 SOCOM full auto, and then that's all they wanted to shoot the rest of the day. So,
wow, great! And so,
that was pretty fun.
Yeah. So, this really makes changing calibers a lot easier. When people first get into this, they think all you have to do is change the barrel, but that's quite a bit of work on a regular platform. So, one AR, one upper receiver, one lower receiver, and now you can have, well, like I said, 90 different calibers, but
Sure.
Really the 2 or 3 that you really want.
What really adds up is when you're changing a complete upper, it usually includes some kind of an optic. So that adds up: 1 optic, 2 optics, 3 optics. And at most AR-15 distances, that optic, you're not going to have that much of a difference between, if you're using holdover or counting clicks like we do, it's not, we don't change optics. I'll put it that way. We use the same optic and we just hold over for what we need to hit when we change to different calibers. We've got a little 3x5 card. It tells us what our holdover is going to be or how many clicks, and then we just adjust to that when we change over to the next caliber.
Gotcha.
But it's not just about calibers either, because you can change barrel lengths or suppressor options. We have one of the military contracts that we're working on. It is a rifle length barrel, a carbine length barrel, and a pistol length barrel with both a rifle and with a pistol. And so, as most people are aware of, the military doesn't have NFA nonsense that they deal with like we do as civilians. So a pistol, a rifle, a carbine, it's all the same when you get it into their hands. So, but what that allows them to do is to switch out the barrel length to the platform that they need on the fly. So if you need a rifle with a pistol length barrel to clear, a room or in and around vehicles, things like that, it's literally just plug and play.
Right.
So on the fly, they can go back to their rifle length, they can go to their carbine length, whatever they need for the mission, they adapt to it as they go.
Great. And where's the best place for people to find these?
Frontiertactical.com. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all the usual suspects. We're out there.
Okay. Great.
We're very I just lost the word. We respond quickly. So if you message us on Facebook or something like that, we get right back to you.
I agree. And so what kind of skills does someone need to install this on their existing ARs?
So if you've built an AR-15 from parts, you can put our system on there, no problem. It's literally just taking the barrel off, pulling your barrel nut off, putting our system back on. It even uses the same armorer's wrench.
Okay.
Try to keep it as simple as possible. And then once it's on there, all you need from us are the barrel half. Right? You only need this piece, these 2 pieces. So that's where the price really drops, because now you're just shopping around for all the best deals on parts or getting them free from you on your gun nut gift.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. So what would, if someone wanted to install this, what does the system run?
They retail at $299.
Oh, excellent. Oh, yeah.
So we say it's the best upgrade you can buy for your AR for under $300.
Yeah, absolutely. Great. Well, Nate, thanks so much for sharing this with us. Anything else our viewers should know?
It was great being on your show, for one. Thank you. We appreciate the invite. It was a little last minute for us because we've been running around all over the U.S. and we just got back. So when I saw the invite from you, it helped us because I could jump right on it.
Great. Well, I thank you so much for being on, and look forward to talking to you again soon.
All right. You have a good rest of the evening, sir.
Thank you. You too. All right. And James Kaleda here. And let's see. I believe Andrew Bronca is going to be joining us at 8:30. So we're going to take a little break and we will be back. Thanks everybody for tuning in. And after our interview with Andrew, we're going to be doing the live giveaways. So thanks to everybody for tuning in, and we'll talk to you soon.